It is time for What's Trending. An old school bus bought at an auction is being converted into a family's new home. And let's just say they had an itch for some adventure. In Phoenix, Arizona, the Stewart family has lived around the area for about 2 years. Their in-laws are right around the corner. Perfect scenario. But they wanted to explore the country. They'll be turning in their keys for the road. Aaron Stewart said that last year inspired them to really enjoy the beauty of the world. Just last year, her mother actually passed away due to COVID-19, and the sudden passing made her want to spend more time with her family and kids. The community has helped them convert the school bus into a home, and they're ready for an adventure of a lifetime. And Devin, I really just love this story because, I think that we all need that sense of adventure every once in a while. But, with the last year, how we've all just been cooped up, a lot of us lost a lot of loved ones, it's really great to just get out there, see something different, because you never know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, so you never know what's really going to happen. I mean, it's always fun to go on a road trip, and I know I enjoyed them even before the pandemic, and unfortunately, even during the pandemic, they've been pretty limited, and it's just really nice to just get a change in scenery and just have a little fun, too, and hopefully, as we move forward, we'll be able to do that again. But that's just really cool to be able to just have that sense of adventure, and especially as we move forward, we'll be able to bring some of that adventure back. What do you think, Sierra?
Absolutely. I am dying for some adventure, and I'm really looking forward to, following up with this story. I really want to see how they, just make the whole school bus. Like, I want to see where the beds are going to be and everything. And it's also just super awesome that the community helps them. I think also within the last year, we've seen communities all over just really come together because, everything and everybody has been distraught. So it's awesome to see everybody come together for that too.
It's really great to see that. I can't wait to see what happens with this either. And of course, school buses make you think of a different time of year with the seasons, but the seasons also changing on some other planets. They're changing everywhere, but they're also changing on Saturn. NASA astronomers are now getting a more detailed look at the planet's wide and active atmosphere, and new pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. A new series of images taken in 2018, 2019, and 2020 document the changes as Saturn's northern hemisphere moves from summer to fall. A NASA planetary scientist calls the variations in Saturn's color bands fascinating. In a paper on the revelations, author Amy Simon says Saturn's atmosphere varies on much shorter timescales. Cloud height and winds could be the reason for slight year-to-year change in color. Data from Hubble telescope shows the Saturn equator got 5 to 10% brighter over the time from 2018 to 2020. And that's just really fascinating to see that, because anytime you have a planet that tilts, of course, that obviously means it's going to have a little bit of a season. Just like here on Earth, our planet is tilted, so we're entering some of the warmer months now. Then, of course, give it some time, we'll be back in the cooler months.
Absolutely. And this is something that, I don't think that anybody really thinks about, right? Like, who thinks about spring happening on a whole other planet? But it happens. And I wonder, I don't know, maybe this is silly of me, Devin, so let me know, but I wonder what the temperatures might be there.
Yeah, so I may have to do a little bit of cooling there, but I think the temperatures are probably kind of all over the place. Saturn's farther away from the sun, so temperatures are probably well below zero, I will stress right now. But yeah, that would have to do a little bit of digging on that one. But I can just tell you, just naturally, just knowing, because it's farther away from the sun, probably very cold, if I had to take a hypothesis guess there.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but that's really cool. I love to see that. But springing forward into the seasons, a lot of people were out on boats. We're ready to get ready for boat season. But I would not want to be on this boat right here. So on Wednesday, a charter fishing boat caught something rarely seen, and it's a whole pod of killer whales. The orcas weren't actually captured. They were just caught on camera. Sam Hardiman took this video on his phone, which was about 130 miles offshore of Galveston, Texas. Many of the fishermen were asleep after an all-night tuna charter, but this was worth waking up for. The pod of at least 30 orcas put on a show for around 20 minutes, and then they swam off to rejoin an even larger pod. Dolphins and pilot whales are actually known to play in like a boat's wake, but this is said to be very, very unusual for all these orcas to be around like this. And I mean, I think it's pretty cool to see, but I personally would not want to be that close. I love going on boats. I love having a great boat day, but this, I would be like, okay, let's get her up and going. We need to go. Like that's scary to me. That's killer whales. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, killer whales, I mean, I don't know, that'd be kind of interesting too. They're obviously a pretty sizable animal there and can make boats kind of bounce back and forth. I don't know, that might not only make me a little bit on the sketchy side, but maybe on the other side of things, just seasick. Well, you may have to think about that too.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. This is something that's alarming to me. I would think this is like a sign, like basically saying, hey, we're ready to eat. And I just don't want to be that person they're eating.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. I don't want to be that whale's next meal either. So yeah, stay away from us. Go eat some of the fish underneath the water, right?
Oh yeah, we got to stay away from that.
Yeah, and backtracking real quick to Saturn, -285 Fahrenheit is the temperature on Saturn. A quick Google search there.